afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 4 of the E-League Gamestah Spring Series, the third qualifiers for the first division. We're still looking to fill those 2 final spots, rounding out the 8 teams who've made it into our first division. And later on, we'll be bringing you some extra information about exactly what is going to be happening in first division and what is being played for. But here for round 4, we're going to be bringing you an unbeaten Hot Dog Heroes going up against Curators of the Memeseum. And we're going to be popping Kit Fox's Overwatch cherry as well. So welcome in, Kit Fox. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Crisis. Thank you to everybody on the desk today, but a big thank you to the man himself, the voice of Overwatch, Bobby J. He'll still be around. He's just going to take a back step like Homer into the hedges, if you will, and he'll be around doing admin duties, but thanks to him for the first 3 matches. But it is all about this one, ladies and gentlemen, Hot Dog Heroes versus Curators of the Memeseum. Gaimar, get excited for this one.
Oh, I am excited. Hot Dog Heroes is a newly formed team. I haven't actually seen them play before. I don't think they've had a showing before in a tournament, but they are all players from the old Incept, which goes back way back into the olden days. So I want to see how they do, because I've seen Soch do really well in Skyfire when he played for them. A few of the others I've heard of. Michello, I think, had a stint on Jam, so they could be exciting.
We are, of course, going to be on Numbani. If you have just joined us, just a quick recap of the games that we have broadcasted to you today. We saw Tempo Storm in the first 2 matches. We broadcasted them. They were successful against both Tainted Minds and Avant-Garde, but Avant-Garde really took it to them, one of the matches of the day, and Slushy Machine just defeating Trident on Dorado in overtime, just pushing the card a little bit further, so well done to them. But it is all about Hot Dog Heroes versus Curators of the Memeseum. Hot Dog Heroes completely undefeated today, Gaimar. How do you think they're going to perform on Numbani?
I think they have a solid shot, but the Curators are a good team, which I think has slightly more experience. I would say this is once again another case of the skill versus experience question, because I think Hot Dog Heroes probably have more skill in their team, but the experience is on Curators' side. So it's a tough one to call. Numbani, I think I'll go with the skill, as it is quite a snowballing map. So Hot Dog Hero is my prediction.
Well, there you go. Skill versus synergy, a common debate amongst the Overwatch community, but we're going to throw to the man, Dr. Nutter, who's been, one of the best analysts we've had on the panel so far. Mate, what are your predictions for this match?
I'd probably be predicting Creators here. I know they've been playing together with their lineup quite a lot lately, and the other team hasn't been together that long. They do have people that have been actually playing on teams such as Skyfire on their lineup, so they do have a lot of skill there. I'd probably go with Creators of the Memeseum to win this one, though.
So 1 tick for the Curators. And Genome, your predictions?
I'm going to go against these guys and say Hot Dog Heroes are going to pull this out. I really rate pretty much every one of their players. Michello was back on the Incept roster, which is quite a while ago, and they really impressed me back in the day. It was sad to see them go under, as a lot of teams have. But him and him and Modified, I think will be the DPS players here, though. As it's been a while since they've all played, so it'd be interesting to see. But if they're both on DPS, I think that'll be a really strong front line for them. And yeah, a couple of these other guys, Soch as well. You know, they've got some good experience in the scene. So it'll be interesting to see what they can bring as a team. But I'm rooting for the Hot Dog Heroes here.
Well, big names, no pressure, all fun here at the E-League Gamestah Spring Series Qualifiers. 2 spots, of course, up for grabs. And the Curators of the Memeseum, they are, of course, on Team Blue. That is Armour, Nump, Tyrradin, Shrandy, Composed, and Joff. And over at the Hot Dog Heroes, Hot Dogs be red, that's what they say. And Sock, Subliminal, Modified, Formandaire, Inferno, and Michello. So well-known names in the community here, Gaimar, for the Hot Dog Heroes. Let's see if they can take this one out on Numbani. We're just going to get into this game very, very soon, but God, I can't wait.
Yeah, it should be good. Shrandy is a player to watch, and it does look like teams are ready, so we'll be jumping in. But Shrandy has been really strong, especially if you get to see Shrandy on Widow. That is a sight to behold. I've seen him destroy half a team by himself, but doesn't always work out. Widow's one of those heroes where sometimes you'll get 3 or 4 kills and then sometimes you just die instantly. And that's a risk, of course. So I think that a big part of this will be how the team's set up on this first point. We sometimes see teams do a split setup, we sometimes see teams do a mobile setup for defense, and depending which one they pick, they could really be versatile or counterable. And if you're counterable, depending on which way the attack goes, you can lose the first point very quick. But the issue with versatile is you're not as strong if they go the way you want, so everything is trade-offs in this game.
Well, that top choke point on the first point seems to be the popular flavour for most of these teams. You do get the high ground advantage if you do manage to funnel yourself through that oh-so-thin doorway, but once you're up there, if you do manage to break through with a Reinhardt or a D.Va or even a Winston, get that dive comp happening, it really does shake things up a bit. And, you know, this first point has either been known for being one of, you know, the most solid points in the game, or as well as one of the most easiest, depending on where you decide to break through, Gaimar. But having a look at these teams, we've got Zenyatta, Reinhardt, Lucio, Zarya, Soldier 76, and the Reaper on the Curators of the Memeseum, and over on the Hot Dog Heroes, they've got Zarya, Lucio, Roadhog. Inferno is going to be rocking the Ana, Formandare on Zenyatta, and Sock, the man himself, with the tank duties on Big Daddy Reinhardt. So, Gaimar, here we go.
Yeah, and the thing I'm excited for is seeing this Nano Boost Reinhardt combo. If Soch can make good use of that, then we could be in for a thrilling first fight. But it does look like both these teams are going to be going for that upper choke point. Though it seems like, we might be getting a little sneaky right down the bottom. And that could really hurt the Curators team because you need your defense in the right place.
Well, they called it out nice and early, did the Curators of the Memeseum, and there they go, Tyradin comes in, no kills as yet, a sleep goes in, but is awakened ever so quickly. There goes Shrandy on Soldier 76, taking down Michello. That's a tank down for the Hot Dog Heroes, not good news at all. Sock waving the hammer around, takes down Jeff, and there's another charge, huge charge from Tyradin, takes down his opposing Reinhardt. Great sleep from Inferno, but was woken up. There's a battle going on behind the point. Inferno gets the kill on Tyradin. But the Curators of the Memeseum are in a very good position here. The Hot Dog Heroes have managed to break through, Gaimar.
Yeah, and now they're set up behind, and this pincer attack, which they can now do, could be very effective. It all comes down to execution, though, because they are split, and if that's punished, they could be in trouble. But it looks like they haven't been punished, so they will be able to go into this point.
Oh, there it is, nice and early. Sock copying the nano boost, and he's in there. The Discord orb is on him. Transcendence is popped in response. Earth Shatter goes down. It's ults plenty here over on the A site, and Discord's going around. Harmony orbs up again. There goes the Graviton Surge out, and again countered again from both the Zaryas. Modified goes down. Michello again. Armor rolling face. I'll get that out eventually. Michello and Formandare are the ones to go down, but wow, what a fight, Gaimar.
Yeah, I think it was a slightly messier fight for both teams, to be honest. The key saving grace for Curators was Shrandy being able to just play Soldier at high ground with no contestation. Because the thing with Soldier is, if you leave him on that high ground, he's very effective. But if you can force him off the high ground, he loses so much power. So I hope that the D.Va of Hot Dog Heroes should be able to shut that down coming into this next fight, but we really need to see something special from Hot Dog Heroes now.
Oh, we definitely do. And there it is, Michello swapping it up to the D.Va. You called it, the shields go in, and there's a tit-for-tat for the high ground over at the A site. And both these teams just exchanging fire. Michello doing a great job with the defense matrix. Lucio breaks the sound barrier as they try to push in onto this site through the Hot Dog Heroes. But the Curators of the Memeseum are too good. Shrandy absolutely rolling with Soldier 76. He takes down Sock. Earth Shatter goes in. Tyradin knocks one. Huge play there from from Tyradin. He takes down Modified with him, and he almost knocked off Subliminal as well, but Shrandy was the man to pick up that kill. Formandare will take down Shrandy in retaliation. But this site, still well in the hands of the Curators, Gaimar.
Yeah, Curators doing a good job of holding it out. Only a minute remaining for the team of Hot Dog Heroes to cap this first point, and they need to be doing that. I mean, they are, at the moment, lossless, and if they want to hold on to that, they need to be capping this first point, but they just don't seem to be able to do it.
There it is, speed boost through the top, followed up by the nano boost from Anna, but a great transcendence comes in from Composed in retaliation. Sock gets the charge on, taking down Curitin, and that nano boost so strong, takes down Anna, takes down Zenyatta, and that is supports down for the Curators, and this is looking very, very promising for the Hot Dog Heroes. That's what they need. They've forced Curators down to nothing but health packs for this fight, but they're delaying for a little bit. They need to get in there. They probably had a little bit of an advantage there. They probably could have capitalized with no healers. Just a lack of communication. As there's 20 seconds left, Gaimar, they need to do something, and they need to do it now.
Yeah, and they do look like they'll still be continuing to fight, but they need something special.
Yeah, there they go. The Graviton Surges go out again, and Formandair counters with a great transcendence. We've seen so many of them today. Jeff trying to push onto that point, Subliminal trying to get in there as well. Michello is on it. They've ticked down overtime. Is that a D.Va nerf? Yes, it is. Self-destruct gets... Oh, no one. Great shield from Tyradin, making sure that everybody was behind his shield. And that is a great hold for Curators of the Memeseum.
Yeah, nice hold for Curators, but I think a large part came down to Hot Dog Heroes not attacking that very well. They found out the setup Curators were playing, and Curators actually never changed their defensive setup, but there was no counter from Hot Dog Heroes. We didn't see, for example, maybe a right high ground push coming out from them, maybe with, you know, like a Winston Pharah setup, or even a Winston D.Va Pharah, and something like that could have totally destroyed Shrandy on that right side, but they chose not to do it, or they weren't aware of the options available to them, and due to that, they just kept on running into a brick wall. The issue with that upper high ground is if it's being held by the defense, it's very hard to push through, and that's exactly what we saw. And now this is a tough ask for Hot Dog Heroes, because they need to hold this point out if they want a draw, and I believe a draw is the best they can hope for. I think I'm right on that this time. Last map I wasn't correct, but I think this time I'm right. And that's going to be really difficult for them, especially since Curators, they've had some time to get used to playing with each other. And they really should be able to take this first point. It's rare to see full holds. We did just see one, so it is possible, but rare it remains.
So the debate was skill or synergy. You called skill, but it's looking like synergy is coming out on top at the moment as Curators with that team experience, with that team synergy coming out on top so far with a great hold on the first half as the 20 seconds tick down. And it's interesting to note that Shrandy has gone Widowmaker for this first rollout, Gaimar.
Yeah, it could be very effective. What that Widowmaker allows you to do is push this right side very well if it's not contested. Now, Inferno does look like he'll be playing up there, but if you can get a Widow up there, you can pick people off, and unless the other team has a jumper, you can generally stay there for a bit, and it doesn't look like Hot Dog Heroes have a jumper, so the only person that'll be able to take down that Widow on their side will be either the Zenyatta or the Soldier, so those will be the key to watch.
Oh, he's got himself up into a very sneaky position here. Look at that. He grapple hooks up to the right-hand side. He's just pot-shotting everybody off the high ground. Is he going to get Lucio? He's going for one. Goes for Zenyatta. Doesn't quite get the kill. Subliminal's in there, taking down Tyradin. And poor Shrandy had all the time in the world, didn't quite get a pick. He's still going. He tags Lucio, tags him twice, gets taken down. Formandair with those long-range ball-chucking skills manages to get two. Modified is in there as well, and Curators with a very strong hold.
Yeah, really nice hold coming out of Hot Dog Heroes. We saw Shrandy not get too much. It was a smart play that he tried. It does look like Armor was just stuck behind for a bit too long. You don't want to be risking that because that just delays your push even more. It does look like Curators were able to get 1/3 of the point, which is quite important, as now they don't have to hold the point for as long. If they can capture it, there shouldn't be a recontest coming out of Hot Dog Heroes, but they've got to get it in the first place if they want it. And 2 minutes 38, there's still plenty of time, and they're now set up, so let's see how this goes.
My apologies, Gaimar. You are right. Curators are indeed on blue, and now here they go. The speed boost goes push through that top choke point that we spoke about earlier. Sock manages to take down Composed, and just like that, Hot Dog Heroes, great holding skills on that top point. It's such an infectious choke point to push. It's so tempting to get through. The high ground is just too tasty, but it's so easy to defend. It really is. Oh, Shrandy with a cheeky kill there, taking down Modified with the Helix rockets with Soldier 76. Hopefully he can do another great job on Soldier. Didn't quite feel the shoes on Widow, but we'll see what he can do, Gaimar.
Yeah, and they look like they're going to be pushing through again.
Oh, massive Earth Shatter coming down. Great Transcendence comes in. Soldier 76 pops the Tactical Visor. Who's that? It's Inferno on the right-hand side there. Oh, but he gets taken down by Shrandy. Great sniping skills there with the Pulse Rifle on S76. And now the Hot Dog Heroes are in a little bit of trouble. Tactical Visor goes on for Shrandy. He gets one. Tyridan's in there. Formandair is forced to pop. Sorry, not Formandair. The Composed forced to pop Transcendence. Modified goes down again. Shrandy is just absolutely rolling face here on this point, Guymar. He should take down Lucio. He does. Subliminal falls. And this point is going tick, tick, tick. And it's looking like Curators of the Memeseum are going to take this one out. Diva can't get on the point. And that is GG.
Yeah, respect to Hot Dog Heroes. I wasn't expecting them to hold for as long as they did, considering that they failed their first push. Generally, when a team fails to cap, I don't expect too much of them on the defense. But they actually put up a good defense. If they had a good attack in that first half, that defense would have actually been fine on the first point. They defended for 1 to 2 minutes, I think it was. But not enough. And the key player, you mentioned Shrandy, doing so much work on that Soldier. Not so much on the Widow this time around, but Soldier was very powerful.
Look at that great counter Graviton Surge we're seeing here from Armor for play of the game. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. See you later. Thank you very much. And that will be a Curators of the Memeseum victory. But Shrandy, I have to call it the man of the match. He did a great job on Soldier 76. Bombed at his Widow and went off straight away and redeemed himself. So well done to Curators of the Memeseum. That one was over rather quickly. So we'll be back very soon. But just going to throw to a couple of the lads on the desk for their thoughts on that match. Dr. Nutter, what are your thoughts on that match?
Oh, I think that whole match came down to how well Shrandy played it. His team also played around him very well and helping him to get away with all that time up on the high ground on the defense. And Hot Dogs didn't really have an answer to the whole game, and they kept pushing in, not dealing with him. And he just, such a good player, shut them down on every push and survived so well.
So another vote. Another vote for Shrandy. So, Genome, your thoughts, mate? Did you echo those sentiments?
Yeah, guys are absolutely right. They needed to change something up to deal with him. Maybe they needed a Genji, with the Harmony Orb up there to go and push him off the high ground, if not kill him. Maybe a Winston to push him out. But yeah, you definitely need something to deal with those guys up on the high ground. Yeah, look, the Hot Dog Heroes were looking a bit timid there. There was, one point where there was about 4 of them up on top of the point. And instead of trying to contest on the point and make something happen, get the Reinhardt charging some people down. Michello was out of his mech, out of his Diva mech, to be fair. I think maybe they were trying to just charge that up before they pushed back in. But they wasted a whole lot of time. Like, they'd got a couple of picks, and that's the time they should have been trying to make something happen. They may well have snowballed enough to get on the point there with a lucky Reinhardt charge or two. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing performance there by them. I was put my heart on my sleeve out, hoping they could get through. But yeah, well played by Curators, as you guys pointed out. Wow, Tyridan killing it on Reinhardt in their first defense, and then in their first attack, and then Shrandy doing really well too.
Absolutely great teamwork. The shot calls were on point as well. So well done to the Curators of the Memeseum. They take the victory over Hot Dog Heroes in round 4 of the EGSS Spring Series Qualifier. Top 2 teams will go through. That was so quick that we haven't actually got any results in at the moment. So we'll stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a short break while the other games round themselves out, and we'll be back very, very soon with round 5 here of the E-League Gamestah Spring Series Qualifiers for week 3.